mis amores. Hello, lovelies. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Velvet Cat, a fashion illustrator and instructor with a passion for tarot. My videos consist of knowledge and inspiration for fashion design, illustration, and entrepreneurship. But now I also post a new Pick a Card Collective tarot reading every week to provide you with some answers for any questions you might be experiencing in your life, advice messages from the angels that are watching over us, motivation to follow your dreams, and all around empower you in love, career, health, mind, and soul. Keep watching so that you can find out what you can expect for your life in the month of July. If you're new to tarot, here's how it works. As you can see here, I'm separating out the cards into grouped messages. You'll be able to then pick one of the groups in a bit and fast forward to that respective timestamp I've provided in the description of this video so that you can hear your message. Just know that anything I say is not set in stone because you have control over your own life choices and can change the outcome at any time. The messages I provide are basically a possible path out of many in your life. Plus, sometimes the angels and guides that I ask for answers don't want to provide all the answers because they want you to trust in their protection and even surprise you with your wishes coming true in divine timing. If when you start hearing my reading for the pile you choose, you don't click with the message instantly, then that message is probably not for you. I suggest you go back to the pile so you can repeat the process of picking. Then, once you find a reading that does feel right, only take what resonates, because some parts of the message may not be for you, but could be everything to someone else. This is because I'm pretty much grouping everyone that could watch this video into only a small number of readings. If I tried to create groups for the whole world's unique stories, this video would never end. And one last note. Since I'm new to tarot, I feel like my messages tend to be very specific. I think this could be because some people's energies cross over my way more than others. So if none of the piles speak to you this time, that's okay. I keep posting every week and there could be something for you there. So these are the options you can choose from. You have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4 with these beautiful purple flowers and angel cards. Take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. You could even pause the video so that you can decide on a pile. But pick the one that your eyes and your energies are really feeling gravitating towards, like you just can't pull away from it. That is the one with the message for you for what you can expect in your life for the month of July. And once you have decided, skip over to the timestamp that I've provided in the description of this video to hear that message. Hey there, group 1. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's get right to it. Here we have, these are your angel messages, which I'll go through at the end of the reading. And now we'll start with these lovely, simple, beautiful cards that I used to represent you. This is who you are. You got 8 of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords and King of Wands, 10 of Swords reversed, and 3 of Swords. So what I see here, look at that. That is you, this fabulous King of Wands. And so this means that you are ambitious, charismatic, a natural leader, possibly an entrepreneur or influencer. You are warm with a big heart. You make others feel seen and heard. So that's really beautiful. You know, it makes sense since you do have that big heart. You're resourceful, creative, and you fly high and fast like the hawk. It looks like currently in your life you're headed in a new direction, or perhaps you're adding a new plan into your goals, because you do tend to be the type of person that listens to your heart and your intuition, since here the 3 of Swords usually has a heart and the 8 of Cups is usually a very intuitive card. But it looks like you've actually been having a lot of sleepless nights because of the Ten of Swords here, which have now been turned reversed. That tells me that you are lifting yourself up, you are letting go of that something that was holding you back, that was holding you down energetically. And that is opening up room for something else even more beautiful. The worst is over. So that is very good news for you. And it's all due to you following your intuition. Now let's look at your career and finances with these red cards here. So first we have these three with some explanations. And so what I get here is similar to what I've just said about you figuring something out. It looks like in your past or recent past, you were possibly resisting change or not properly planning in your goals. So due to that, income had either stopped or slowed down. Some of you could have lost a job or even had a creative block. Since the Ace of Wands does tend to be a very creative card, you could have also not been the type to put yourself out there to network. Or maybe you've been disappointing people, coworkers, not communicating clearly, not working very well, maybe from the distractions in your life priorities, and the fact of how maybe you were feeling lost, how that card is here, the Eight of Cups, which caused you to maybe procrastinate or lose a bit of motivation. But now in the month of July, it looks like you have gained that clarity. You see things, you know what your goal is, you know how to get there. Things are finally clearing up. Like it all makes sense. So you're feeling empowered and you're definitely focusing for this month of July. It looks like here with the Six of Swords, you're taking your knowledge that you've acquired, you're taking your resources to be able to bring this new plan, this new idea to life that's either been on hold or maybe it's something completely new. So expect that movement, that excitement, that rush, that action. There's going to be a lot that is happening in July and an opportunity coming, which when this does happen, it can bring about stress, but that's just part of the journey. Then for advice here with these three cards, they're here to say that if this new idea or added idea doesn't turn out the way you wanted, then you can actually figure out another way around it. Stay open, watching out for signs and opportunities and ideas by avoiding distractions to be able to stay clear-headed. Clear-headed on this vision, because I know you've got a big vision here. Since we've got the Four of Wands twice, which shows how you've been struggling possibly with this vision. Like there's been highs and lows. And these two are cards about purpose, since they have the 1111, which are angel numbers, that I also feel like they're here to advise that what you think and you feel is what you're reflecting in your life. So pay attention to what it is that you're thinking and feeling. You know, anytime you feel down, try to lift yourself back up. Don't let that negativity carry over to your career. You could even pray or meditate, since I do notice these cards are also fours, and the number 4 is another angel number, which tells you that you are actually being heard and protected. And you can see that as well here with this angel. So as I was saying, avoid those distractions. Stay clear-headed, stay positive. Think about how can you stay on top of things to make this vision actually happen now that things are clearer. Like maybe you need a morning routine to help you stay relaxed. Or maybe you need to designate certain days of the week to certain parts of work or the project. Like maybe Mondays are for social media, Tuesdays are for managing finances, or through automation. That's another way that you can also clear up your schedule to make it easier on yourself. What types of tasks are taking up your time that maybe you could just automate? Like prepare scripts and then schedule them automatically with certain programs that are out there, actually, if you just search them up in Google, to do certain work for you. Another piece of advice is to concentrate on that networking you've been avoiding so that you can expand your circle of influence and expand your vibrations towards others to be able to attract that support and that abundance through a strong foundation and a strong community. You also still need to learn to manage your finances so that it's not doing this up and down thing. And for some of you, I also got this message that if you've been planning to move, or if that's a new idea that recently came into your mind, that could actually be great for your journey, since in both of these we have a house here, and then in this one has to do with travel. Overall, it looks like you are nurturing that vision and bringing about some new passive income or financial security. You're 100% on the right track. So in addition, when you do pray or meditate, don't forget to thank the divine. Thank the universe or thank God, whichever you feel most comfortable with. Don't forget to thank them for providing you with these ideas, these gifts, this intuition. Now let's look over to your relationships. Here we have, let's see, move these over. So these cards are for you singles out there. And these are for those of you that are in a relationship or married. And what I see for you singles is that perhaps there could still be a lingering heartbreak in your energy vibrations, in your mind, in your soul, because either you weren't ready for a certain ending or you didn't receive closure. I don't see much of a social life currently for this July, since we do have the Four of Wands reversed. And it's interesting that once again you got the Four of Wands, Four of Wands, Four of Wands, which are designating how these things that are happening are still in your benefit, and they are lessons that are meant to be learned. As hard as they can be, I know we hate lessons sometimes, but they are for your best, to make you stronger, smarter, and more successful. For some of you that are dating, those dates could possibly be canceled. For others, there could be some conflicts or something that causes a weight on you. A weight to possibly want to give up on dating. Like maybe you could be feeling like you're weird or too different or misunderstood, or you're just completely over the whole dating. While for others of you, I also see that because you are working on this new idea and you have been working on this big vision, then you could actually be shining even brighter, since we do have the Ten of Swords here, and I see this lovely looking doll girl, which I feel like that reflects you and how beautiful you are, or handsome. So because of this, how you're working on your passion here, people are noticing and actually wanting your attention. Like even if you don't know it, there's love lowering in the air. So for advice here, we got the Breeze card and the Leg Up card, which talk about getting yourself out of your head, taking that moment to breathe, to be in the present moment and savor life. Do what you need to bring joy and peace to yourself, even if you do this alone. Because as you focus in the present and you just enjoy the day by day, time will fly by. And faster rather than later, you could end up finding love. So be patient. There's no need to rush. Trust that love is coming your way. And with this one, the leg up card, it's about vulnerability, being true to yourself through expressing your truths, speaking up for yourself, not being afraid of what you want, not having expectations over others and their actions, over how things should go. And how I said about communicating, about being honest, that's important because you don't want to also expect people to know what it is that you want. Then for those of you that are in a relationship or married here, it looks like perhaps you were having a difficult time since we have the 8 of Swords with 5 of Wands. But by July now, you are actually appreciating each other more, being present and letting go of those past issues, those arguments. You're probably realizing that you're in this together, there's common ground, and you're now working together, cooperating to find solutions for any issues that do come up, which in turn is actually making you guys stronger. See, with these cards here, along with actually this one, go the distance, these are signifying that you are in the right relationship. This relationship, through every issue that pops up and you guys cooperate and you'll become closer, and that will stand time through the ups and downs by keeping on putting that effort towards each other. Although for some of you, on a side note, if you're in a relationship that is aggressive or that you don't know what to expect from this person, you always have to be on your toes, this is where it's up to you to choose to break that cycle, to take the key and get yourself out. Just a little note there. Now on to your angel messages here. We've got unconventionality with Moldavite, which says your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. Look at that. You do not need to be normal. That is betraying yourself and betraying your gifts. Being different is a sign of great creativity and innovation that the world needs. Otherworldly is beautiful. So keep trusting, as this card here says. I'm not sure how to say it. Increased support, your positive focus, and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. Keep trusting, creating, working, networking, and listening to the signs, listening to your intuition, keeping open-minded, and adapting, because then here we have the reflect and redirect your energy card. So adapt where it is needed. Pay attention to what's happening so that what is or isn't working, you can adapt to make it work. And focus on that positive vibration, the things that bring you joy. Focus on your health to stay strong, and don't forget that rest. Then here with these final 2 angel messages, we have birthing a new age and answer the call, which I feel like it's saying, you've got this, go, go, go. Pay attention, how I said, to those signs that are guiding you. Like, even if anything doesn't make sense or doesn't work out, these are signs. This is guidance. It's kind of like how there are these stars here. And these stars could represent the things that happen in your life. So a star comes in and it's like calling your attention. It's like, over here, over here. You go over that way. But because of free will, because the divine spirit can't communicate with you, and you do have free will, then you make some choices, and let's say it works out or it doesn't work out, then you can adjust and go. They'll show you another little light. They'll be like, over here, over here. So then you'll go over this way. And same thing, it's up to you to figure it out. But that's what these are doing. They are leaving these lights, these signs. They guide you through music, or your thoughts, or people, or even social media posts that are inspiring you to give you strength. They guide you towards what you really, really want. Even if you didn't know what it was that you wanted, you will figure it out because you'll click with it. No one has ever had a perfect plan. Like even me, with everything that I've started, I just went for it. And in time, I started gaining clarity and adjusting and growing my business and growing my YouTube channel. So I feel like you can do the same. And I believe in you. So that's the reading I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it resonated, comment below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Since I'm a new YouTuber, every like and subscribe counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I'd be super grateful if you would join my community by also turning on the notification button, the notification bell, so that you don't miss my insights every week. See you on the next one. Hey there, Group 2. We've got a lot to cover for your July reading, so let's get right to it. Here we've got some angel messages, which I'll go through at the end of your reading. And right now we're going to start with these cards, which represent you, who you are. And so what we've got are a lot of major arcana cards, which tell me that there's something big and impactful, something major coming your way. Because we've got the Star, the Magician, the Lovers, the Chariot, and the Devil, along with Knight of Pentacles. So all of these, what they tell me are that you are someone that's very charming, attractive. You work hard and you play hard, like with the money that you make, because you're very talented and disciplined, reliable and practical. With all of this money that you make, you do tend to like to splurge. That's why the Devil is here. And I see that you're often lucky and very blessed. These cards here are very blissful cards that even if you don't feel as successful as you should be, or as successful as society expects, you're still pretty successful because you've worked hard in your career. Since we're starting here with the Star and Magician, I see that you're actually going through some type of awakening, whether that be like a spiritual insight, spiritual reconnection, or a financial related matter, like noticing something you want to change, or even about life in general, or about your self-worth, anything like that. You're having some type of new insight, seeing a new potential for yourself, for your life, and your skills. So you could be contemplating any past beliefs and addictions that you've had, or any habits that maybe you're not so happy with. And it looks like you're overcoming some type of doubts or fear about love or about your path, because you might have actually felt trapped in your own head, or trapped with distractions, or trapped with responsibilities. But you're really pushing through this halt that everyone is experiencing in the world. Now let's look into your finances and career. So here we have the Tower, Five of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune, along with the Six of Swords, Four of Cups, the Empress, and the Tower. So you've got the Tower twice from two different decks, but one is right side up and one is reversed. So how I was saying, there is something major coming your way. That is why the Tower is here and why you have all of these major arcanas. And it's going to be a positive financial benefit to you, since we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which tends to be a very lucky card. For some of you, I see that you could actually receive news. That's what the Tower here is for. Like maybe you'll receive some type of news that make you uncomfortable and disappointed, which is why the Five of Cups is here, as you can see how this boy is looking. But this impact is actually a blessing in disguise, because from that you'll receive a surprise positive change. Like this thing that maybe something you've been working on, or this revelation, this awakening that you've had has given you some ideas, and maybe you idealized it to be a certain way, but it's actually going to be a different, even better way. And so I see that you'll be taking the lead for the month of July to learn, to network, and develop this idea or path, or develop yourself, and to be able to present yourself in a powerful manner, either in work or through influence, public influence. If you pay attention to signs and you really listen, open your mind to the possibility of signs, or open your heart to the divine, I do see that you will also be guided and protected, if you haven't already been opening up to this through prayer or meditation. For others of you, this awakening could actually bring about a feeling of dissatisfaction with your current life, and possibly make you feel alone or stuck or disconnected from everyone else, kind of like how here we have this individual in a cloak and all these creatures surrounding you. So it's kind of like you are unveiling this new sight, and societies continue to be the same, and so that might make you feel alone and disconnected, like you know something that they don't. But I feel like there's nothing to worry about here, because you have so much more knowledge and support than you realize. I mean, that's how you've been able to get yourself to where you are and to get yourself everything that you already have. How I mentioned, even if it's not everything you do want, you've accomplished quite a lot, and that is something to be grateful for. So for the advice here, we've got this one here telling you to take that knowledge, those connections, that talent, focus on developing all of that, and possibly taking it someplace where there are offers, taking it to where there are people that need your talents. Even while the world is in a big halt, like how I see here in this image, how everything is so calm, it's giving me the sense of being slow and that halt. Even in this unsurety of the world of what's coming, that is not time for you to stop getting things done. See, these cards here, the Empress and the Tower reversed, I feel like they're talking about seeing who you can work with, or who you can lead or teach, or even who you can learn from. Watch signs to be guided towards these connections, and to be ready so that as soon as part of your plan gains clarity, you could take that action without any distractions, and also get rid of your negative thoughts of being limited, not having enough of something, of anything, or being incapable. Get ready for this action, because there will be fast, powerful change. And how this one is here, the lucky card, positive change. Be like the Empress. Put on that crown to level yourself up or to lead others, and be caring to yourself. Like, you know how I was saying, let go of those negative thoughts. That is being caring to yourself. Really see your potential. Now let's move on to your relationship cards. So here we've got these for singles. And these for those of you that are in a relationship or married. So for singles, you got Temperance and Two of Wands, which tell me that you could actually be holding on. For some of you, you could still be holding on to an ex, kind of like how this image is here, because it's a subconscious feeling of safety, comfort, and being something that you already know. Since right here we have a sort of mirror-looking image. But for others of you, you could be testing the waters with a renewed connection. Like maybe you had some healing to go through before you could decide to commit to someone. And there's someone being a person that made you feel safe and comfortable as well. They probably mirrored certain aspects of your life to you that you realized you needed some changes in. And so they actually helped you become your best once you realized this. But it looks like for either one of you, whether you are planning to go back to an ex or renew a connection, a new connection, it looks like you're still indecisive. So you need to make sure to watch out for your actions and your words. Because even though you've had to go through healing, you're not the only one. There are others that have also gone through any heartbreaks, pain, and also have to do healing. So you don't want to be the one to break them even further. You could also ask yourself what you see in this person, whether it's a renewed or an ex type of connection, whether their actions, not just their words, show you if this is what you want for the rest of your life. Then for advice here, you got this card that says here and now, which is a reminder to be present, not keep drifting to your past or worrying about your future. Like, don't be using your past against new connections or wishing for your past to come back for this connection to be the same as it used to, because every moment is independent of all others. There is chance for something new. And it is also a beautiful reminder to cherish yourself. How I was saying here with being kind towards yourself. Because when you are positive towards yourself, you are magnetizing truer, more positive love. Since what you feel within is what you reflect outward and what you attract more towards yourself. Then for those in a relationship or married here, I see that things are moving fast. Like you could actually be getting a proposal or getting married or starting a new relationship, which is why you actually had the Lovers here. This person actually sees you, they see the true you, they adore you, they trust you, and you guys really work great together. You share a lot of values. So I see that most of you are actually starting something new. But for those of you that are married already, or you have been for quite some time, I see that this is actually a celebration card, the Hierophant. So you could be celebrating something during this month of July, or you could be working together on something big. And for the advice here, you got the TikTok card reversed, which is reminding you to relax. There's no need to rush, whether this is a new relationship or proposal, wedding proposal, or even this idea of yours, career-wise. There's no need to rush into anything at this time, because rushing could cause some stress, and stress is negative vibrations, which will impact the outcome. Now on to your final messages. Here we have Wellness Jade card, which says the recovery of health and wellness is here. And this could also be why it's important to not rush into anything like the events or the new project that may need for you to go out there, meeting more people or having, public events. This could be risk to your health, which is why this card is here as a reminder that your health is important. Then you also have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand, which is positive. It's confirmation about the career here. Keep on pushing through even in this uncertainty and adapt wherever needed. Then with these final cards, you got get grounded plus trust the niggle. So what I see here is that for any leftover questions or doubts that you may be having, you could actually spend some time in nature or submerge yourself in water, like a nice bath, or anything with nature elements, like burning incense, planting in your garden, lighting candles. Spend that time to gain clarity through no distractions, no technology, just you and nature. And really dig deep into your emotions, your intentions, your intuition, your life. Think about the way that you currently act. Let go of any stubbornness, any ego, any limiting beliefs. How I mentioned already, distractions. And stop ignoring what you know needs to be done. Like if you get a nagging feeling, that's what the trust and niggle is here saying. This nag is there for a reason, to point you towards better decisions and changes for better outcomes. Because if you keep ignoring what it is that you feel, that you're feeling about career, love, anything, it could explode in a way that you won't like. So that's what I got for your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it resonated, comment below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Since I'm a YouTuber, every like and subscribe counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I'd be super grateful if you would join my community by also turning on the little notification bell button to be notified of my upcoming videos and so that you don't miss them every week. I'll see you in my next one. Hey there, Group 3. So we've got a lot to cover today about what you can expect in your life for the month of July. So let's get right to it. Here we have these cards, which are actually your angel messages, and I'll go through those at the end of the reading. For now, we're going to start with these set of cards here that actually represent you. And so here we have 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Page of Cups, 8 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. Both of these last ones being in reverse. And so what I see here is that you are a sweetheart, you are caring, but possibly a little too giving, overgiving. Maybe like how this card is here, the 10 of Wands. You tend to take on others' burdens, on others' responsibilities. You tend to be a very great listener, but then when it comes your turn to be heard, maybe you're not. And so even though you're always there for people, this is pretty draining on you, which also could signify that certain people in your life do tend to take advantage of this kindness of yours. Perhaps you are often disappointed by people or hurt, which is why we have the 8 of Swords here. Since you tend to hold back, kind of how this sword here, this could be your sword, but then see how it's wrapped with this ribbon? It's like you are wrapping yourself, you are holding yourself back due to a bit of self-consciousness there, a bit of wanting to be liked or of not wanting to hurt anyone, since you're always the one that is there for people. And even though they may be disappointing you, you don't want to be the one to disappoint anyone. So it looks like you need to learn some balance. Like look at this one, the 6 of Pentacles, and see that's reversed, whereas in right side they are balanced. So you need to learn to love yourself as much as you love others, because you are an amazing individual. I see that you are the type that never gives up, since these are very strong and sturdy cards. So you have that strength within you. You are smart and very talented in anything you set your mind to. So now let's look into your career and finances. We've got a ton of cards for you, actually. So your pile had the most cards for career and finances. We got all of these and all of these. So what stands out to me are the fact that you got 2 Knight of Swords, both of them reversed from 2 different decks. And you also got the 6 of Pentacles twice. Look at that. But this one is reversed and this one is right side up, which this one is actually here as advice. So we'll go get into that in a little bit. But so what I see here for your career, as I was mentioning, of how you're holding yourself back, possibly taking on others' burdens. This could be from a self-limiting belief, since we do have the Strength card reversed. So maybe you tend to hold back, not only in your life and relationships, but you also hold back in career. Like doubting yourself, doubting your potential, which is actually blocking any opportunities that could come your way. So I see that due to this belief, due to this inaction in your finances, there will not be any changes during the month of July. But for those of you that do take action, those of you that do explore and you do what you truly enjoy, here are all of these positive cards. So these are the ones that are holding back. But then overcoming that obstacle for the month of July, there is positivity. Because with each step forward, you actually gain clarity. And then as you gain clarity, you're able to step forward a little more. And it's just a cycle of clarity, stepping forward, clarity, leveling up. So for those of you that do get yourself out there, as the 2 of Wands here shows, there could be the 6 of Pentacles, you receiving a helping hand. And things moving fast, like the Chariot here. Because this helping hand sees your potential. They see your talent, your star power. Since we do have the Justice card, which gives me the sense of actually your talent being revolving around some type of leadership position or something in the public eye. Then for the advice here we have, look at this, the Emperor. So exactly how I was saying, not only is this Justice card the one about you being some type of star, whether that be at your job or something bigger like public eye, you do have that quality in you, that leadership quality, that fire in you, since we have the Emperor here. And since it's in the advice section here, it's saying that you need to own that power. I know that you can. Like if you look back at your activities that you've done in the past, you could actually notice the times where you have been showing how you could be a great leader. So for those of you dealing with this situation here, you need to let go of that any shame, any regret, since we do have the Knight of Swords. Get away from drama, from any toxic people in your life, since these are heavy distractions on your shoulders, on your mind, on your heart, on your soul, on your energy. It is necessary for you to learn to say no, to turn this 6 of Pentacles that's reversed right side up like here. Everyone else's burdens are not yours. You can't rescue everyone. You can't help everyone. First, you need to help yourself. Since this is also a card about money, I do get the sense that you could also be overspending on certain things, or you just need to watch out more about your money coming in and out. And to overcome any doubts about your potential, you could actually practice communication or practice any skills that you feel you're lacking so that you can feel more confident in yourself. Who can you even ask for advice? Or who can you watch online that inspires you and motivates you to take action like the Knight of Cups? Start surrounding yourself with people that you can learn from, or people that can inspire you more to become a better self. Get to creating, performing, planning, doing anything that you really enjoy. Sound good? All right, let's keep on going. So these cards here are your relationship. And these here are for those of you that are singles, with an angel message here. And these here are for those of you that are in a relationship or married, with another angel message here. For those of you that are singles, I feel like you are actually ready to move on, either from any past pains and heartbreaks, or by ending a relationship that you're feeling burdened by. This is usually a card of darkness, and since it's reversed, it shows me how you've overcome this, how you see the possibilities. But perhaps you are being a little loose on the physical attraction side, since we do have the Knight of Cups here. Or maybe you're fighting for someone's attention, since we have the Knight of Swords. And look at how she's in this like origami card, but then she's like fighting these creatures, but it's reversed. So usually this way it means it's powerful, it's something empowering, but since it's reversed, it's could be something that is draining on you as well. So the advice here from this angel message says, to the sea, which is all about going with the flow, because the right person will be ready for you. You will not need to fight for this. Going with the flow of being okay to be alone. You don't need to force things, control things, or even focus too much on anything you don't have. So for those of you that are in a relationship or married, you got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands, which also tell me that either you or the person you're with could be going through some back and forth things. Like on the negative side, someone in the relationship is being manipulative, possibly jealous, having some low self-esteem, temperamental, like maybe sometimes they're great and sometimes they're not. And so this is exhausting on the other person. But on the positive sides, I see that the reason perhaps why you guys are still together is that this relationship is comfortable, fun, and passionate, and one or both of you is dependable, financially stable, encouraging, and a hard worker and loyal, which is also what's keeping you guys together. So the advice here is this card, Treasure Island, which is a card I feel is asking you, is there anything that you're avoiding or fearing? If yes, what is that? And what is the lesson to be learned here if you are going through this sort of back and forth situation? Now on to your final angel messages. We do have spiritual protection, bless your heart, rejuvenating rain, journey by moonlight, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, and you're already doing it. So what I sense here is that you need to realize that to treat your heart like a gem, to treat yourself like a gem, because that is exactly what you are. You are just as important as everyone else. If you're a spiritual person, you could even pray to ask for strength and for help and answers. But even if you're not, you could still meditate or ask others that you trust, reach out for help. Especially if someone is attacking you energetically, emotionally, or physically, or anything. There is no need to retaliate with anyone. No need for vengeance or anger to these people that are not doing you justly. Wish them well and block. And once you go through that, here we have clear the past, heal the present, and believe in magic. Which I feel like they're talking about cleansing your energy by forgiving yourself and forgiving others. Forgiveness towards others is not about denying what they did to you, forgetting it, ignoring it. It's about choosing to cut off that negative energy that is draining you. Accepting that it happened, what it is that you need to forgive them for, and what it is that you need to forgive yourself for, and moving on. Decluttering your mind, along with, I feel like, decluttering your home. You could even set yourself in a little purifying ritual through water. Since you do have a lot of cards here about water, like this one that says To the Sea, and this one that has Treasure Island, and these two as well about the rejuvenating rain and moonlight here. Specifically with the Journey by Moonlight card, you are being called to believe, or at least open your heart to something divine, so that you can ask for what you want and ask for strength. Whether that be through manifestation, law of attraction, or a religion that you feel is true to you. By opening your heart to this and asking for the strength, you can put your pain, your stress, your weight of negative energies onto the divine, rather than holding it all yourself alone. Now on to your final two cards. We have Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, which I feel like is trying to tell you that you have a part to impact in this world. Every single person, through your actions, you have something special to offer the world. Whether that be on a big scale, like through a company or media, or through your surroundings, which is more comfortable, and you already know this community. Your actions of self-love, of hard work, they all inspire others around you. And your energy also impacts your surroundings, because then you attract the energy that you are. With this last card, you are also being asked to think about what you are already doing, what you already enjoy. There is no need to overthink it. This is your thing. Life doesn't have to be complicated. So whichever thing you are doing that lights you up, and this could be anything like teaching or traveling or writing, or even volunteering. By continuing to do this, you will attract opportunities. Just remember to not compare yourself to other situations, because I love this saying, everyone is in their own journey. So that's the reading I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and if it resonated, comment below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, since I'm a new YouTuber. Every like and subscribe counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I'd be super grateful if you would join my community by also turning on the notification button so that you don't miss my insights every week. See you on the next one. Hey there, group 4. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's get right into it. Here we have some cards that are angel messages, and I'll go through these at the end of the reading. For now, here is everything that you can expect in your life for the month of July. These first set of cards are actually what represent you and your personality and your current atmosphere. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Justice, and King of Swords. So what I see here is that you could be currently unemployed or studying for something. Maybe you're a student or getting your degree for a career with lots of rules, since we do have the Justice card here. Something like a law career or medical. It looks like, since we do have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, that you currently don't have a strong foundation financially, but you are putting in the work, since we do have the Eight of Pentacles, and you're feeling super motivated, which is a positive. Some of you could even be newly self-employed or working on a new business project, but overall, you are an honest person with strong values, peaceful personality. Like, you're not the type to bring your emotions into your career. You think before making decisions. Could be either lacking in communication skills or feeling like you're lacking. And since I do get a strong analytical personality here, perhaps you could be the type that also blocks your emotions, since we do have the King of Swords here in reverse. There's also this message, this very subtle but specific message for some of you, that maybe there's something that's been nagging you. Maybe you could ask yourself if you're being unfair with anyone, whether that be relationship-wise or career-wise, or I'm not entirely sure here, but you will know for your situation if this is a message for you. You could also be going through some type of awakening, actually, because of this Justice card being a spiritual card as well. So it could be something you're going through that's either emotionally or spiritually. Now let's look at your career and finances here. So we've got Four of Pentacles reversed, Five of Pentacles, the Lovers reversed, and the Star, Page of Cups reversed, and the Hierophant. It looks like you're waiting on a new job or partnership opportunity at this time, since things are still on hold. But for some of you, it looks like something is not working. You might be disappointed with either something like a loan being denied, or losing clients, or finally letting go of a business idea that did not work out. Or maybe you do end up feeling like you missed an opportunity. There are quite a lot of messages with these cards, including that you could be having some disagreements or conflicts with this new partnership, or even with your coworkers, especially where there is more involved in this co-working or partnership situation, since we do have the Lovers card in reverse here. And others of you could be feeling like you're not being acknowledged for all of the work that you put in. But overall, your finances are pretty stable. You just need to pay attention to your money, so that it's not just coming in and going out. Then with the advice that we have here, these are talking about trusting in yourself and your abundance. Don't cloud any potentials, positive potentials, with negativity. You can 100% get through this with faith and determination, which is why the Star card is here. You could even keep your mind open. I feel like this card here, as you see this halo around her head, is emphasizing to keep your eyes peeled, keep your mind open to where you can adapt, so that even if there are any disappointments, they don't hit you as hard. With financial matters, as I mentioned about watching out for not spending and letting money go in and out, It looks like during this time you should be paying attention to that, to only purchase what is necessary. Career-wise, you could be working on your credibility during this time, possibly by teaching or asking yourself where you can be of service to practice your knowledge and your skills, to become a master. Like the star card here, I know you have that potential. You could even search for a mentor if needed. Now let's look into your relationships. So here we have the cards for singles and angel messages for you. And here we have cards for those of you in a relationship or married, along with your angel message. For singles, it looks like some of you are dating, but possibly lacking self-esteem from a past heartbreak, or realizing about someone that has always been there for you and proven themselves. For some of you, I actually see something positive and beautiful here. I see that you've actually met the right one, or met the one that could be for you through this online dating. And this connection is very passionate. It's everything you wished for. You're really connected from day one, and you're sending sweet messages to each other. Could even feel like you've known each other through past lives, which signifies a soulmate or twin flame connection here. So you're not feeling alone anymore. You're no longer searching. You're no longer like this. And so you're both nurturing this connection. The angel cards here confirm this connection. Look at that, new life. And so with this one, a change in the wind being in reverse, this is talking about letting go of anything that has held you back from relationships in the past, flowing with this connection, welcoming this love and enjoying it. For those that find that difficult, that's where this card comes in. It's talking about change in the wind. Change is difficult. That is very understandable. But any past lessons, any past pains, they all happened to guide you to something better. So make sure to always keep listening to your heart. Don't let any past traumas darken your choices from your heart. Then for those of you that are in a relationship or married, it looks like you could be juggling too much and in turn deserting your partner. Like, look at how there are these spider webs here, and the juggle here is like becoming overwhelming. So this is kind of putting your partner on the edge. This is something to pay attention to, since it could be causing tensions and arguments, even intimacy issues. That is why this angel card is here that says by the book. It's all about compromise, communication, to understand each other and be able to cooperate, find that middle ground while still being understanding of each other's individualities. Now on to the final angel messages here. We have these beautiful cards, Tanzanite and Sodalite, which say that you are ready to love again. Look at that confirmation that you can trust. You are with the right, you have met the right person. Or be open to that trust. That trust in yourself and the trust in the divine that you will meet the right one. Then with this one, socialize and join in is confirming along with this one that your alone time that you've spent for healing is very understandable, very needed. Everyone can take their own time in their own journeys so that you don't bring any baggage into the next relationship. But you are receiving this sign that now you can get out there. Now you can Put yourself out there to find people who share your similar values, whether that be creatively, spiritually, anything. And make sure to have in-person interactions, because online doesn't tell you everything about a person. Work-wise, this is also a great sign of spending some time to network. Then here we have in the flow and reaching your destination, along with transformation and don't dim to fit in. So what I see from these are that you are an incredible person. There's no need for any self-doubts or self-worth, negative beliefs. Fighting what your heart really wants is giving away your power. So go with the flow, without expectations, without forcing anything, and adapting with gratitude, because anything that works out or doesn't work out, it's all the divine that is guiding you to what will be the best for you. Just keep on going, keep your eyes on what you want, and keep on shining positively. As soon as you get any self-deprecating thoughts or negative self-worth, self-hate, flip that mindset to be able to attract even more light. You are in control of your reality. You are not your past, and you are not your future just yet. This is a time that you are transforming into this. It's something to pay attention to. That is why this card is here. It could even be that this healing, these relationship halts, could be affecting your career as well. And with the don't fit in card, it's a reminder that if anyone wants to control you or even is making you doubt yourself, they are not for you and you are not for them. Think about it. If they want to change you, they don't love you. They are trying to make you into what they want. And if anyone judges you or criticizes you in love or in work, that is because they see your power and they are envious of it. Something to think about there. So that's what I got for your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it resonated, comment below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Since I'm a YouTuber, every like and subscribe counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I'd be super grateful if you would join my community as well by turning on the little notification bell button to be notified of my upcoming videos every week. I'll see you on my next one.